We always knew from the start that anybody who wanted to be involved in this project could be, and could be supported to do so, despite any physical issues or impairments, or just feeling a bit scared about trying something new. Submit to Love is home to a group of artists, all of whom are living with a brain injury. It's the art studio of Headway East London. Headway East London has been going for over 20 years, and some of the artists have been there from the very beginning. Around 50 artists use the studio on a weekly basis. Most of the artists are self-taught and are coming to art post-injury. Common Threads is an embroidery exhibition featuring over 30 embroideries, including individual works and collaborative pieces. It also features a video made by our artist in residence, Posey Dixon, and photographs taken by Leon Foggett of our artists. It began when Ali from the Autograph brought in an exhibition in a box, and it was lots of photographs from an exhibition at the Autograph called the Black Chronicles. Everyone picked out their favourites, and it was quite instinctive. People chose subjects and portraits that they connected with in some way. The photographs were of people of African, Caribbean and South Asian descent in the Victorian era and early 20th century Britain. Some of our artists have physical impairments and difficulties, which mean they have limited use of their hands or can only use one hand. So we found curved needles, which were quite a revelation, and that allowed artists to sew just using one hand, and it meant that they didn't have to keep turning the frame or the fabric over, going front to back.
You only get on sewn in one arm because I can't get it to hold it. I cannot use the straight needle to push up and go over. I have to use the curved needle to take it and catch the edges from the spaces. Stay up late doing it to just get over and finish off with one project. Sometimes I have me going all 1 o'clock in the night, keep working. Yeah. My name is Trevor Small. I'm a member of Headway as an artist. Keep enjoying my work doing embroidery since I have my brain injury. I used to be a mechanic before, but I find it that difficult. I cannot go back and do that work. I have to keep going on with. Since I'm come to Headway, I never used to do art before. I learned all my skill of art come embroidery there.
Throughout the making process, people started to share their own stories as well, sharing stories about their past or what the archive and the photographs meant to them.
At first I drew on this paper and then I put it on embroidery. I get the frame and then I start. On fabric, and first I put it on fabric and then I just start stitching and embroidery. It was hard work doing this, but I still never give up until I finish. I feel so great when it just came in and say, well, look at what I've done. I feel me so proud, get me so proud.
Just seeing how the artists took to it so well and the passion, and how people interpreted their own embroidery in their individual ways. So that could be through the colour choices, the thread, the way they combined printing or applique with stitch, and even inventing their own stitches. I look around the room now and I can pick out the people that worked on the collaborative pieces by their stitches. Like, to me, I can see people's personality and story with every kind of stitch. So this is a collaborative embroidery, and it's one of our artists, Dolores, who's also a member of Headway East London, and her friend Andrea. And it was taken in the 60s when they were training to be nurses. And yeah, many hands worked on this one. And as you can see, there's so many different types of stitch and the fabric, and it's so layered. This is the Cleveland stitch, and it's named after one of the artists and members of Headway East London who worked on this area. And he invented his stitch, which is uniquely Cleveland, and it was very spontaneous and unpredictable. And now it's become recognisable and part of his legacy as well, because really sadly he passed away at the beginning of the year.
That's what I love about all the different colours, the hair on the top of the blouse. Yeah. Looks so outstanding. And the makeup under the eyes. Nice. I like this work so much.
Some artists have continued to embroider throughout the lockdowns and the pandemic, and while our studio was closed, and embroidery is part of their art practice now.
I feel uplifted when I came inside to see my work, what I did inside here. Other people can come and see, as a person like me with a brain injury and working out with one arm to see do all these skills. It was so good for you when you send post out embroidery shred for me and needle. That's the kind of my homework all through the lockdown. Yeah.